off and it still said select text without hovering over anything when I was on the main menu before joining them. So there might be a possibility of getting this to stick if somebody can kick you. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But then you have to be offline, which technically you are offline, so I don't know.
Yeah, something to try.
Yeah. There's nothing else that I can think of at the moment, though. Okay, so we have that method. I've gotten to UI errors from Blackout. So, you know there's a Blackout stack you can do, though. But it doesn't really do anything. It's just the paint shop. It shows the paint shop and all the stuff in it above the screen where it says game mode and all that. But you can't click on anything else but the paint shop. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know if that can be used or not. But yeah, it's only for that menu though. Blackout.
Good lord.
Yeah, I'm tier 912.
Good lord.
What?
What's up? Welcome to the stream. Joke, what's up? Nicole.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, love.
What'd you say? Malik, I'm literally tier 912, almost 13. I'm almost tier 913.
Holy shit.
And this is with a friend help. He sort of made, you know, the Call of Duty mobile account where if you clicked it on multiple phones, it would do multiple. This guy somehow found a way to do it with one phone and his computer, and it would generate over 100 clicks.
Shit.
So I got literally 100, from 30 to 100 randomly, tiers per each time he did it, and we did it like 5 times.
It's still working?
No. They changed, because he got into the system of Call of Duty. He data mined it. But they changed their version of the system, so now he has to restart finding all that. Yeah. So, but yeah, he knew how to get Skulker with that too.
That's cool.
Yeah. The 5 Skulkers and free DLC guns. But then they patched it pretty much. But they didn't reset me or him. He's tier like 1700.
Shit.
Yeah, he did it even for B-Man. And B-Man got like 300 tiers in one go on Xbox. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Very crazy.
Yeah, getting 300 tiers just from one click.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I would really like that.
Yeah. Imagine being tier like 1700.
Imagine having everything unlocked just in that one go. There we go. What? That could work. Yeah. shit. King. Yeah. Shit, what did I just do? Alright, let me see. What do you say? A map expansion in Need for Speed would be dope to see. Yes, it would. But the question is, will they do a map expansion? EA be on some other shit. But if they did somewhat make a map expansion, what do you think would be the most necessary thing to have in Need for Speed Heat if they did? That's a question to think about. Fucking phone zoom out. Shit, what did I just do? What did I just do? He said, need more places to drag with. Yeah, we do. We definitely do. Because not a single place on this map we can drag race without traffic being in the way. You need something like an airport. That would be the best place to do it. Like an abandoned airport or one with running planes and crap. There we go. Official clan selected this game, so prepare now. Yeah, but then again, who's dumb enough to run drag tires in a race that's not drag racing oriented? Like a sprint race, I would understand if there's like a bunch of straightaways, but if you're doing a circuit race and you're running drags, that's not really going to be easy for anybody trying to go through turns. So definitely having a good place to drag race is something that's really needed. And that leads on to another topic, like drag racing. That needs to be an activity, or at least like 1v1 drag races, 1v1 events in general. Like if we can get those as well, this game could be a lot better than what it is. What the hell? What it is now? Now let's talk about removing the Rs. See, removing the RSR won't really help the game at all. The RSR is for the people that don't know how to drive. That's everybody's go-to car. What's up, King Vantage Point? Speak of the devil. Like, the RSR is for the people that really do not know how to play this game and drive perfectly. Like, it's real sad to see so many people driving that fucking car. But in drag races, that car will get blown out, no doubt about it. It just has like the upper advantage when it comes to circuit races, going through turns and stuff like that. Like that car, the car's handling is not realistic at all. I know it's an arcade racer, but yeah, that shit's stupid. It's really fucking retarded that car drives and handles the way it does. The shit can outpace damn near every car. It turns like it's stuck to the ground, and once you have it up there, like way ahead of everybody, there's no catching it at all. So they need to do something like maybe a buff to it, maybe, I don't know, restrict it in some races. Because the car is just too damn overpowered, too fast, and nobody but noobs use it, so restrict it from like competitive play, or not competitive play, because who the fuck plays this competitively? Restrict it from, what is it, any race against other players, basically. Just have them use it mainly when they're racing alone and shit like that. That and the Evo 9. The Evo 9, that shit ain't safe either. That car takes off way too damn quick at the starting line. Yeah. I don't think it should be removed at all. I just think the car needs some type of buff or restrictions or something, because that shit is, again, stupid, fast, dumb, overpowered, and annoying as hell to go up against. But at the same time, anybody can beat it as long as they're good drivers. I mean, I've gone up against a lot of RSR drivers or users that was just straight up trash, hitting everything. So you can beat it if you're a good driver.
Run by the subject vehicle. Damn these slow-ass wagons.
That driver's gotta be nearby. Get looking.
What the fuck? Did you just drive past me?
Got owned. Are you actually chasing them?
Copy. They're gonna get away with it this time.
Oh shit.
Just found that damn driver again. Don't let him slip.
Previous suspect has been located and we're taking up pursuit again.
Stop playing after finishing. A lot of people stop playing it after finishing the story. The game, like right there, is just the end. Once you finish everything you need to do in the game, you get a platinum or whatever you going for. That's it. Like, it doesn't really have too much of any replayability, and after a while, the shit will get boring unless you're with players, racing with players or anything like that. Like, it will get boring playing solo or just driving around trying to collect all the cars and shit. Unless they, you know, add in some stuff, change up a little bit of the handling and shit like that. The game should stay alive just for a while. But I don't know, that's up to them. EA be on some dumb shit sometimes, like I said.
Looks like they're coming to a stop. Subject's pulling up.
I got one cop chasing me.
Like I'm doing this all alone.
Called up a few more patrol cars.
I can see a map expansion. Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time they will have done a map expansion for a Need for Speed game. This will be maybe the second or third time. Because I think the first one was Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PS3, I think.
Subject just came to a halt.
They did a map expansion for that you clearly had to pay for, but that's the EA. So, yeah, they did a map expansion for that, and I think another one that I sure as hell can't remember.
To a stop.
I know they did a map expansion for that one too. So if they do it for this one, it would be like what? It would have been like a few years since the last map expansion. So I do see one being possible for this one.
Watch yourself out there. I hear the cops are ramping it up.
Turning into a one-man show. Control, can you give the others a ring, maybe?
Souped up units are inbound.
Stopping now seems like a dumb thing to do. The idiot is pulling up. Told you this was easy, they just stopped.
So let me kind of set you on the track of EA. They mostly prioritize games that have more incoming revenue. So let's say something like FIFA. They focus more on games like that, FIFA, 2K, Madden, and stuff like that, because these games generate a lot more revenue through microtransactions, through the game sales itself, and they can keep doing this over and over each and every time they make a new series of that game. Like, they can generate a lot of revenue off of these games through microtransactions, because that's what most people would do. You know, once they do get the game, start buying currency and stuff so they can get ahead of the competition, especially in like 2K. Like in that game, most people will buy the credits, currency, or whatever, so they can upgrade characters and shit and get cool stuff like cool customizations. Not sure if you noticed in the last Need for Speed Heat, the speed cards shipments and stuff like that, those were big money grabs for people. Okay. Who the fuck is intense and turn? Okay. Thank you. I mean, you're not in the chat, but thank you. But what was I saying? Because I got completely distracted by that.
The idiot is pulling up.
Shit, what the fuck was that? Something about it being a cash grab. That's it. They only prioritize the games that's making more money, and right now I don't think Need for Speed is making that much money for them, so they're not really going to push out updates. They're not going to push out as much DLC. It's not going to be on their radar of more important games, so they're not really going to focus on it too much unless it's making more money.
Coming to a stop.
But I do see a ray of hope for the game getting some type of DLC in the near future. No doubt about that. So right now their main focus is on those games. Like that's where most of the budget is going. That's where more money is going into those studios that's making those games. Like they really don't care too much about Need for Speed unless people start asking for refunds and stuff. Then they'll really jump on it and try to make the game a little better. Once the game really start getting bad reviews and crap like that, or start getting bad media press.
They're pulling up. Stand by. Stopping now seems like a dumb thing to do.
Have you seen DLC on The Sims like that? Yeah, The Sims. That shit, their DLC is expensive. Like, they made sure to kind of get as much money out of that as possible. Because The Sims is it's a pretty popular game for some people. Like, these group of people will spend a lot of money on a game if they have that opportunity. So the DLC that they put in is mostly shit that should have been already in the game, but they decided to just kind of split that up into little packs or expansions and stuff so that they can milk as much money out of that community as possible. So yeah, The Sims, that shit ain't safe. No EA game is safe. They want as much money as possible if they see it can be if they see it can happen. I don't know if they feel in the same way about Need for Speed because of Need for Speed Heat. That's where they fucked up at. And that's like my main issue with that company, or that's fuck it. Yeah, that company, they want nothing but money. I can understand that, you know, it's shit that needs to be paid. Like game development and stuff, game graphics. I know the graphics doesn't I know the graphics isn't cheap. I know the employees want money too, but they still need to think about like these microtransactions. It's not really necessary for most of these games, so why have it in there in the first place? Other than to try and please stockholders and shit, like it's not really necessary. Stockholders don't control shit on the game. It's the consumers, the people that buy the game. We can choose to buy the game, we can choose not to buy the game. And at this point, if they don't really change something up, Need for Speed might, you know, be cut right here. This might be the dead end of Need for Speed. See, let me stop you right there. DLC has been a thing for quite a while. Like before, I think it was before most of the consoles could even connect to. Where the fuck did that plane come from? Most of the consoles could connect to the internet. It's always been a thing for DLC to be included into games or last minute kind of fixes into last minute productions of certain games. So DLC always been a thing, but not in all games. Microtransactions, that shit started on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. That shouldn't have been a thing at all. Like, example, SSX. EA made that. See, on the PS2, SSX was free of microtransactions, free of DLC. Now, when it came to PS3, they added microtransactions up the ass. DLC it wasn't as much DLC on there, and it didn't cost as much as something like a small pack from The Sims. But yeah, see, like that shit, it ruins a lot of games. Microtransactions and unnecessary DLC expansions. If they do decide to put in some type of expansion for the game, that shit better be free. Because they did promise free stuff in Need for Speed 2015, like free cars, occasionally free, I don't know if they were gonna do anything as far as an expansion, but like free DLC cars and stuff like that, like shit that GTA 5 is on, and the shit that what is it, the Crew 2 is on. They were gonna promise stuff like that in Need for Speed 2015, but none of that really came. It just came like this little improvement. Oh shit, little small improvements to the games, a mode that made shit a lot harder, made races a lot difficult, scores are harder to get. It was prestige mode, that's what it was. Like, that's all they really gave us. They never really gave us any cars. They went back on that promise. So something like that coming to Need for Speed might be a possibility. They did it for Payback. They said Payback was supposed to get an expansion to that story, but that shit never came. So I really don't. Shit, fuck off, cops. I take everything, most of the stuff that they say with a grain of salt. Like big updates coming to certain games that I know for a fact won't get it. But they need to do something about these cops. Like, god damn.
Enforcement's incoming. Let's rumble.
Yo, what's up? I'm listening on the scanner. Sounds like it's getting crazy out there.
Guys, hit him again.
Alright, they're gonna destroy my fucking car.
Hey, try not to run over the spike strips we're setting up, okay?
Okay.
What's taking so damn long?
Working on it.
Pop, 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 pop.
I got a good view of the driver. Shit, I can't see him anymore.
Looks like someone lost our target. Get in there and find that car.
If the Need for Speed community actually gets what they actually have planned, then I'd be surprised. I take back all my shit talking about the games and stuff and about EA. But until that happens, no, everything stands. EA is still shit. They're greedy. They can't keep a promise.
Terminating the pursuit, you guys. Gotta do better.
Copy control. Suspending pursuit.
Like, I want to see some real shit coming to these games and not just having your main focus on 2K, Madden, and like those other games. Like, stop putting all your money into funding those projects and shit when it's the same goddamn thing over and over every goddamn year. So why not just stick with like one, and instead of having it every year, have it every fucking 5 years or 2 years and kind of change up the elements of just a little bit, add a little more to it. Like, give us something that, you know, that's actually not the same as the last fucking game. Like they changed up Need for Speed a little bit with engine swaps, but what I would have liked to seen is like drivetrain swaps instead of having, you know, just engine swaps. Give us drivetrains. Put that in the next update. I want to see a fucking all-wheel drive Honda Civic. I'm tired of driving that little shitty front-wheel drive Type R that's just sitting in my garage not doing shit but taking up space. I mean, that's a pretty fast car. It gets off the line pretty fast. But I want to put that... I want to see all-wheel drive on it. Give us that. Let us have that at least. Give us cars every month. Give the game a little more variety instead of having the same shit, and open up another area. I want that, like, more than anything. Didn't they have like some type of deal with fucking Hot Wheels in 2015? We could have had a whole goddamn Hot Wheel track in that game if they wanted to. It's sure as hell enough space for it. Like, can we see that for once? Yeah, Forza definitely have that. They definitely do have that.
Previous suspect has been located and we're taking up pursuit again.
But I don't know what you're talking about when you ask that question, so I'm just saying anything. What do you mean, like, Forza has a lot of stuff. They have all that. Everything I was just talking about. If that's what you mean, then yeah, they definitely have it all, but can we get some of that in Need for Speed Heat? Don't go off the cliff. God damn, I jumped right off the cliff.
You okay out there? I'm hearing the cops are sending out everything they got. Watch yourself. You can't have gotten far.
The po-pos ain't got shit on me. They couldn't arrest me even if I stood in the middle of the street and with a sign that said bust me. Go away, cops. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. I wish they'd do something about this goddamn map, too.
Units suspending pursuit. Done.
We already chased this blockhead. Now they're back for more.
Good job finding them. Just don't let them creep away.
Okay.
We nearly got him.
Any update?
Doing my best to wrap things up here.
Fucking cops are aggressive. Piss off.
Rhino's on the way to join your chase.
There, one. We're coming up to the GFR zone. Our lives get smashed up to continue this. I don't want to destroy you, but they asked you for it. Get their car. Got eyes on the car again. Engine's taking too much damage. I'm out. Air one for look. Finally, we've got a vehicle that can compete with the suspect. This is 710. Preparing maneuver.
Son of a bitch.
Take him, take him. Couldn't apprehend. Suspect fled the scene.
Copy, keep trying. You and the force, get over this guy.
So we have fuel left. Send out any spare units you can.
Upgraded units on the way.
Charging subject.
Let me know if you guys hear a couple tires go pop down the road.
Getting left behind is not how I wanted the night to end. Air one, we're above the pursuit. We're in position. Get the others over here ASAP. We're running thin.
We can't send any more units. Armored unit moving in intercept.
Going ahead. This time they're ours.
Fucking Rhino almost destroyed my ass.
If we had him, I'd have told you. Attempting hard contact. I'm here to do the work you can't finish. Subject in sight. Remember, they started this. Ready to stop the progress. I don't want to guess how much this costs to fix. Not my problem.
Check everywhere.
Alright, I escaped. Holy shit.
You really know how to piss off a cop. Just don't get caught.
Take a load off.
Let me swap cars real quick. Drag racing needs to come to Need for Speed. I think we've been over this already. But yeah, you're right. I mean, people gotta set up like fucking non-event drag races, random parts of city that's not even a quarter mile. And if you do try to quarter mile areas, it's full of traffic. So if we can get those in as events, so that they can block the fucking traffic off, it would be awesome. I don't know how that would work for don't know how that would work for what is it? What's that shit? For nighttime, but I know for daytime. Who the fuck is beeping at me? But for nighttime, I know that shit really wouldn't work out, so there's no point in putting it in nighttime unless, again, we get some type of map expansion allowing us a full field or something just for that. Hold on. Oh, wow. What you say? Up, so map dot. I'm pretty sure it's map DLC would be needed just for that. Again, drag racing. And it's not like there's no space for it. There's like this big ass area over here that could be used to expand it, and we have a portion up here that could be used. Like, they can't say we don't have space. And look at this. We have room to drag race in this area right here. But that's like probably a big ass highway, or we could do it right here because it leads to it. No, that's too squiggly. That's too squiggly. But yes, areas in this place over here, like right here, dead end. And that look like it could be possibly a quarter mile in this game. Like, they can't say they don't have space to put it. And it's not like this game takes up a lot of memory. If the crew 2 and the crew can simulate like what, a small portion or small portions of the United States.
I just gotta warn you not to go to that burger joint by the beach.
Is there something bad?
Then they can definitely do it. So Yeah, they need to learn from that game. Like, there's no excuse. Oh, that's why I wasn't seeing any races. Crew 2 is huge. They are, yeah. So EA has no excuse whatsoever. They can probably do the same thing. This game is no bigger than the Crew 2. Alright, so between the Crew 2 and Need for Speed Heat, you really can't compare the two games. Although they're both racers, I would say the Crew 2 is more of a simulated racer game. And clearly, Need for Speed Heat is all arcade racing, so comparing the two really, something shouldn't really be done, but they could indeed still learn a lot from that game because that game has a lot more going for it. I'm not talking about like mechanically wise, it's alright. Need for Speed Heat is somewhat okay, other than the fucking RSR issue, but like everything else is pretty good, pretty solid. They just need to expand more on the map, put in more cars, and they need to do something about the story because the story cut off. It felt like the story actually cut off very short in this game. Like, it could be a lot more to add on to it. I see a lot of potential in that, you know, part of the game where, you know, they explain some stuff in the story. They explain Torres' background, the dirt that's possibly on her, whether Mercer is actually dead or alive, because it just cut to black and then a gunshot went off. That's not, you know, confirming that he's actually dead or anything. She could have just shot him in the fucking arm and let him walk. We don't know that for sure because they haven't found a body. So if the news media say that he's missing, what did she say? He was missing, possibly dead or some shit like that. That doesn't confirm that he's actually dead. It could just indicate that he's either on the run or somewhere hiding, because Torres let him go probably based on some type of deal that they made that he wouldn't drop any dirty shit on her, or what was it? Because I have like a big ass theory on that whole situation. Like, he could have some dirt on her stored somewhere other than what was on the computer, and if he for whatever reason ended up dead, somebody in the background would upload everything they got on Torres and have her taken down and removed from the whole high-speed task force operation. Like, it's a lot that I could go into, but I'll probably save that for like a video or something. So I feel like, yeah, that could be added into the story where they explain more about her, her background, what dirt is actually on her, and whether or not Mercer is actually dead or alive. There's a lot of shit this game don't tell you. It's a lot of shit that they're just keeping off to the side. And I feel like, ooh, what's this? Could be done a lot better if they actually put more effort into it. Fucking stupid police. Yeah, so if y'all think he might be alive, because again, it didn't show that he was actually killed or anything, didn't show her pulling the trigger, it just cut off. And you can't say it's just to keep the rating that's on the game, no. Fuck the rating. I mean, there's some other games that got away with shit like that without getting an M rating, so what's their real excuse for not showing that he's dead? He's still alive, possibly. Or yeah, she put a bullet in his head and then fucking buried him 6 feet underground somewhere. But we don't know that. It cut the fucking black.
Trouble of setting up the spike strip yourself. Down to big new layer.
I can't see the... Got visual on the suspect vehicle. I lost visual. Can we get some more eyes out here?
Holy shit.
Subject spotted.
Search for that vehicle. They can't have gotten far.
Drive. Don't you fucking dare do a U-turn. Come on. I lost the race I was going to. Where's that one? Fucking cops everywhere. All right, I surrender.
Peekaboo, I see. Did they wouldn't recognize him again? They're wrong about that.
They're drawn to the attention you've given them. Come on, move it, everyone. I want them caught this time.
Finally, we've got a vehicle that can compete with the suspect.
What did that car ever do to you, huh?
Fail. That was a major fail. Oh, that's why. Yeah, he subscribed. The crew is almost at level 25. You're right. Need for Speed Heat does have potential, but they're not really doing anything with it. This may be a long ass race, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just for the fuck of it. It's so easy to grind money in this goddamn game. It's unbelievable.
Let's kick things off tonight. I'm about to start a chase, round up the crew, and send them my way.
Let's hear your spotting skills. What make and model of the chaser?
No.
You're rolling around in a Mitsubishi Evo 9.
All right, everyone. The hunt is on. Go get him.
I'm here to finish the work you can't.
Hey, try not to run over the spike strips we're setting up, okay?
Okay, got it.
Oh, that's the police. That is the police. Fuck off.
Coming up on a possible target control. Show me in pursuit.
Some details on the target would be helpful.
Subject at the wheel of a Mitsubishi Evo 9.
Copy a busy team. We have a chase in progress. Remember, we rule the night.
Fucking traffic.
Found our numbskull again. Let's not let him get away this time.
I want everybody back on this driver ASAP. Don't let him get away again.
I won't pass up another chance to stop this one. Control, I'm in pursuit again.
Okay, everyone, the coffee break is over. Our previous runner is back on. Hey guys, please don't test your run flats by running over the spike strip we're setting up.
Copy.
I play on PlayStation 4.
You got owned. Were you actually chasing them?
Yeah.
Next time they won't
I'm pretty sure if you found this on the
work, everyone.
if you found this stream under the PlayStation under the fucking game application, yeah, you probably know.
Suspect reacquired. This time we'll end it the correct way.
All units, we've located the previous suspect and picked up the pursuit.
I can't even see their taillights anymore.
Spread out and search for that vehicle. They can't have gotten far.
Am I? Not tonight. I mean, you can add me and we'll play whenever. Just whenever. We can play whenever, but tonight I'm about to no, hop off. But yeah, I'm down to play whenever.
Got a visual on the suspect.
Cross your fingers some rando doesn't run over some spikes we're setting up.
Oh shit! Thanks for the sub. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the team. Ha!
We're gonna need more officers out here to maintain control of this shit show.
Reinforcements incoming. Let's rumble.
Fuck.
Contact here, ready to join the ship.
Hey, you okay out there? I'm hearing the cops are sending out everything they got. Watch yourself.
Hang tight.
Send some backup. We need to maintain a strong presence on the streets.
Reinforcements are headed your way.
I failed that miserably. Holy shit.
Keep moving, son. 710, preparing maneuver.
You apprehended the subject?
I'll update when I got something good to report.
There are gonna be spikes we rode up.
I've located the suspect's vehicle.
Stop that Mitsubishi now!
I think we got this one locked down.
Does anyone have an update yet?
We're still trying to contain him.
God damn.
Suspect's no longer in sight control. Not like being this far behind a car trying to
Flip.
Suspect was last seen in the area. Start searching. Got all.
There we go.
You are lighting up the night.
Yep. Almost there. I got 2 invites. SLG. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not leaving my crew. Not yet. Race car.